Okay, everyone. I promised that I would go live. I don't know how many will join. That's okay. The main thing is I am starting this podcast. I outlined it on my feed, and I am going to have guest speakers. Essentially, this is about human rights. Okay? It's not political. Just stand by, and I will brief you on how to get onto the podcast. I will put some links on here. My bandwidth apparently is not great for this platform. That's my first That's what I don't want to do. Any of you that are Toastmasters, count my ums, please. Anyway, yes, I'm starting a podcast. I'm very serious about it. I do want the public's interaction, and I would appreciate all your feedback. Send it to me in an instant message. If you have my phone number, you could send me a text message. You could also send me an email. Okay. What I really want is to have the people involved, la gente. Y tengo mucho orgullo de saber hablar español y ser de aquí. Soy de aquí. Okay. I put, I developed this entire project in Spanish. My storyline, my outline, everything's in Spanish. I'm going live now in English so that most of my friends that I have engaged can see that I went live. I told you I'm going to go live. I'll do it again. I don't have anybody watching. That's okay. It'll be on my timeline. I will post links and I will have two versions of every podcast. I'm going to have one in English y voy a tener uno en español. Okay, I'm going to have guest speakers. I have topics. I have 12 episodes ready to start developing. I want this to be for the people. The only thing I'm going to say about this, and I'll leave it with, is demos gratin. That is the root of the word democracy, which now has been bastardized and used for power differential and control. I'll leave it at that. Do your homework. You don't have to be educated to join this. I want people from every walk of life and every experience to be able to participate. We, the people, need to rise up and work together. Sure, we have differences. Realize that. There's shit that's above us, that's higher than us, that's more than us. I'll put my beliefs down, and I promise you, when you start getting into this podcast, it will be deep and heavy at times, and I will take a pause to hear you out. This is not political. This is a social endeavor. Okay, my sound and my video are not perfect right now. I'm working on my ums. Those of you that are Toastmasters know what I'm talking about. The main point is there's too much stratification in the people. This allows for disinformation and misinformation, two different terms, very different meanings. Most people know what misinformation is. That means you missed the point. Okay, you messed up, whatever. Disinformation is purposely putting out fictitious information, usually for power control or for vested interests. Also, that's not what I'm about. Ultimately, I'd like to develop a forum after the podcast where we can get together. There's a few other entities that will be named, and hopefully, I'll get them to have a presence on my channel. And just stay tuned. I know I seem real serious, and I am very serious about it. This is something that is dear to my heart. So I'm going to put in effort. I'm going to use all my communication skills and also mi corazón. Okay. I'm going to do a separate one tomorrow that is bilingual, meaning this live. I might choose another platform. This one seems a little off for my setup. However, quiero demostrar que tengo mucho orgullo de hablar, escribir y leer en nuestro lenguaje, nuestra cultura. Quiero que conocen lo que tienen en el poder de hacer tú y nosotros. We have power in the people, us. Don't forget that. Stay tuned. I'll be putting out more content soon. I don't want to bore you. Check it out. Put comments on there. Let's get it started.